among comedians, you have an amazing reputation.
I'm a comedian's comedian.
Yeah.
Is what I say to myself. No, things are good. I was just named best comic never to have won a major. If you like tennis, you like golf, you might enjoy that joke. Or if maybe you should Yahoo it. I just signed a deal with Yahoo.
Hey, dummies, it's time for ear goggles.
Extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. That is the name of this thing.
This is Ear Goggles with Jeremy.
He is going to do it in public.
Rounding third after just dropping a juicy turd, here's Aaron.
He doesn't want any sort of taint.
And Stacy.
Because I'm a woman, I have to be uptight or a bitch. We have a show, you people! Now I know how Hillary Clinton feels.
The Ear Goggles Podcast. The more you listen, the better it sounds.
You cannot hold it in any way, shape, or form in your hand. You also can't be touching your device, and you can't be watching a video. So you only can use a finger to activate the device if you need to.
It still makes me laugh.
Sounds simple.
Probably shouldn't. Hey, Aaron likes to eat between the buns.
What?
I'm checking everybody's pants for poop. And this show can't be shitty. The always amazing and hilarious comedian Andy Kindler joins us in just a few minutes. It's all coming up on this edition of Ear Goggles, the podcast that's wishing you into the scorn field.
Scornfield.
I don't.
It's an Andy Kindler reference.
Okay, I haven't heard that one yet.
Catch up.
It's brought to you by the Washington Beer Commission. The 7th annual Bremerton Summer Brew Fest, 2-day event in the Bremerton waterfront area. It's just a short walk from Seattle and a long ferry ride, but the event features 30 Washington breweries pouring more than 100 craft beers. To celebrate summer, the Washington Brewers will be focusing on fruit-infused beers, which are always tasty this time of year. Washington
I just had
beer.
one this evening.
Yeah, what'd you have?
Something that I don't remember.
Cool story, bro.
Good story.
WashingtonBeer.com.
But it was a fruity double IPA. It was delicious.
Ooh.
And
like grapefruity, I imagine.
No, I think grapefruit is very popular. This was not grapefruit, but I do think that the IPAs with fruit is the
bee's knees.
That's where it's at. Yeah, that's where it's at, baby.
All right. There's a story that I'm so glad that we finally get to talk about. It was sent to us via listener DJ, courtesy of the internets.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about the UFC fighter. And Stacey, you're a big UFC fan.
Sure.
You watch all the fight matches with the punching and the kicking.
I can't get enough.
So apparently, for what I understand is only the second time in Ultimate Fighting history, a fighter has shit their pants in the ring.
That's terrible.
Apparently,
did they go to Panda Express before the
Probably. The first time, I guess, was in 2015. MMA fighter Travis Wolford lost control of his bowels and crapped all over himself. And the video is pretty alarming.
Oh, for some reason, I thought it was women.
Well, no, I'm talking about. This is the old one. This is the first time it happened, 2015. Okay. Big old dude gets the crap knocked out of him, literally. And the video is disgusting because there's just when he gets up and walks around, it just starts dropping out of his pants. It's all over the ring.
Oh my God!
It's really disgusting.
Turds or liquid?
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Fucking
awful.
No,
both. Wow.
Yeah, a little of both.
That's horrible.
Did he just move away after that?
You know what? I didn't do enough deep research on
I would move
on pants
I
shitter
would
number
move
one.
Away.
However, just a few days ago, Justine Kish was trying to get out of a rear naked choke. You know what that is, right?
Sure.
During the third round of a straw weight match against
Felice diarrhea, right?
Felice Herrig, which is probably not how you say her name.
What was that called again?
The
Feliz Navidad.
The rear naked choke or the straw weight match?
Rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke. Then she appeared to lose control of her of her bowels and poop her pants right in the middle of the fight. And I believe it was basically as she was getting choked.
Sounds like my last date.
She started to go unconscious and
you choked the shit out of me.
Shat her pants.
Oh, you really did. I'm gonna move away.
Wait, but this was the UFC, right?
Yes.
And who was the woman that choked out the other woman?
Well, the choker was Felice Herrig.
Yeah.
The chokee was
Justine Quiche.
Or Kish.
Oh, Justine Quiche, I heard she got her brown belt in that match.
Good one, Aaron.
That was a long way to go.
Yeah.
That was a real long walk off a real short
took like
pier.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Worth it, though. Worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it just reminds me of you, Aaron, and your struggles with shitting your pants lately.
Yeah, you've had a few.
Oh, come on. It's been weeks.
Have you sold your car yet?
What?
Who,
He keeps
me?
shitting in his car.
Oh, because of the... Yeah, but I'm not trying to sell it.
He hasn't shit his car
At
as
least
much.
I'm not racing... I'm not racing dudes in Camaros in my car.
He hasn't shit his car nearly as much as you've shit your car. Come on.
That's not true.
Of course, well, not the new one, I
Yeah.
guess. The new one is still a virgin.
His are way more alarming than mine. Yep.
But good news. Justine Kish says on Twitter, "I'm a warrior. I will never quit. #shit happens." Haha. Be back soon.
Wow, that's you have.
If
to,
I shit my pants on this show would be done.
I know you have to admire that. That's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in the ring fighting like you are right now.
Right. It's exactly the same.
This is your UFC right here.
Right.
You're in the ring.
We might need to bring in an official pants checker on this show just to go around checking everybody's pants to make sure that they're clean.
I just thought that was.
It's going to be expensive sending one out to my house here.
That's true.
You could check your own pants.
It's in the budget. We
You
can
never
make it
know
work.
what's happened. Just look in the car. You'll know what happened.
We also call it checking your oil.
No, that's a different thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So the other night, I saw you at a thing,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, and you had your youngest little daughter there, and she was farting up a storm or something.
Right.
And so you just said
She refers to them as toots.
Yeah. So you just said real casually, "Hey, can I look in your pants?" And you look in her pants to check for poop, of course.
Sure.
And that just struck me as like, that's such a great new greeting. We should just greet everyone that way. Hello, new boss. Thank you for hiring me. Can I look in your pants?
Maybe when we get Andy
or
on
can
the
I
phone.
sniff your asshole?
We'll get Andy on the phone. We'll ask him, "Hey, Andy, can we check your pants?"
Can I look in your pants?
We're not going to do
Ooh,
that.
I don't know about checking his
It's
pants.
a thing.
We're not going to do that.
We have more respect for him than
Yes. Well, speaking of him, we should get right to him. The very funny comedian. You probably know him best from his role as Hesh Finkelman on Ellen in 1997.
Right. Remember?
20 years ago.
Of course, that's ridiculous. But no, the very, very funny Andy Kindler is always, I think, did we decide officially last time that he's our favorite guest to have on the show?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fair.
He's part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whether he likes it or not, he's now one of us. And so we're going to talk to Andy Kindler. But first, we need to let you know that the show is brought to you in part tonight by Naked City Brewery. They have a brand new location up on Camino Island, and they gave us this delicious beer to drink tonight. Stacey, what are we drinking?
It's got fruit in it. It's the Orange Blossom IPA.
The Orange Blossom IPA, always a favorite this time of year. GreenwoodBrewery.com or GreenwoodBrewing.com. GreenwoodBrewing.com, and check them out in the Greenwood neighborhood or on Camino Island. But now, let's pick up the phone and let's call the new co-host of the show.
Yeah.
Andy Kindler.
Basically.
Hello.
Is this the world famous Andy Kindler?
Yeah, this is my new podcast voice. 65 degrees in Los Angeles on the podcast. We're gonna have Steely Dan in the studio later on.
Hang on just one second. I got to turn your volume down, but and if you probably don't remember, but I'm Jeremy, and Stacy's here, and Aaron is here as well. So say
How
hi,
are
everybody.
you?
Hi, Andy.
This is exciting.
We really appreciate when you do this with us.
I really appreciate that you have me on, and I remember, because I think I forgot. These are things I forget. Have I forgotten this? Did you call once and I wasn't home? Because that's what you said on Twitter or something.
No, I think you've done this show with us
in studio,
or four
right?
other times. No. Well, no,
in
we did meet
studio.
you. We did meet you last year, but it was out at one of your shows.
Yeah, we met you at the El Corazon and did a little interview in the weird back room.
Was that El Corazon a weird room?
That was a weird room.
Yeah. I've never had a bad show.
It was like a punk rock bar
Yeah.
that had comedy that night, which was.
That's my people.
Have you ever been in a weird room before?
No, usually I play. Every room I have is like a 5-star Yelp reviewed comedy club.
I'm sure.
Everything
Of course.
I have is. I'm trying to think of something that would be as funny as Yelp. Yelp's the funniest. I'm sorry.
Not Google reviews.
You're warming up.
Google reviews. I like when they say. I like a review site that says, be the first to review.
Yeah, that's always the best.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Hey, be the first
Then
to use
I feel
our...
very alone.
Right. A restaurant review
I've never
channel.
Felt more alone.
We're gonna just keep trying to step on your jokes throughout the whole thing.
Don't
if that's
interrupt,
okay.
Aaron, or we will.
I'm sure there were jokes. I'm
putting my phone down. I'm just listening.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to wish
If
him.
anybody asks, I will say that there were jokes that you guys stepped on.
Right, it was all our fault, mostly Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I did the thing about...
It was all my fault.
how many the screwing the light bulb things.
Oh yeah, those are big
that
right
was
now.
great.
Yeah.
I did my Lindsey Graham chunk.
I'm now a listener of the show. I can't help it, Andy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tap out, Andy, and he won't let me.
Aaron, I'm wishing you into the scorn field.
How do you tap out on a podcast?
I'm trying to tap out. I'm saying I'm tapping out.
Stop yelling, first of all, and
I've
then we'll
never
be good.
heard of that for a
Jeez.
podcast.
Dear God.
Yeah, I think it's even harder to quit than to get fired from a podcast. I haven't tested the theory yet, though.
Well, you can't get fired from something that doesn't generate income.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. I know some people make money from their podcasts, but I have a strict paywall with mine.
Yeah? How does that work?
Every time I say that, my host, Josh Elvis Weinstein, has a heart attack because no one would ever pay, the paywall thing.
Right.
You have just listened to 1 minute of
Right.
Thought Spiral. If you'd like what you're listening to, get your credit card out.
We've been enjoying the thought spiral. I know you're only on test episode 8 or maybe 9 since
Are you gonna
I'm never going to let that joke go. So far, that joke still is big. The test show joke.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
think
one.
I think it'll be funnier when you get to, test show 125.
Right.
Well, then it starts to become like Friends. The one about chicken. The one about the... Well, they didn't have the one about chicken, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes. So we
really, this is a total voice. I don't think you realize it's a total voice.
It's a low key. It's a very serious Andy Kindler. It's a different side of you.
It's me. It's me unplugged. How's that? Is that hacky enough? It's me on steroids. It's me from hell. It's me with an attitude. It's me, and then some. It's me 2.0.
I thought maybe you were.
I'm trying to impress my wife. She's here in the living room, and she's not having any of it. I thought those were very funny examples.
There's nothing like watching somebody do a podcast and only hearing one side of the conversation. That's a show.
That is true. So isn't that true that there's nothing like just hearing one side of the conversation of a podcast? Exactly. See, but that joke only worked because I said what you said.
Right. It's like Chris Rock. You got to repeat it.
Do you know that Chris Rock is back in clubs now doing material?
No, he's not.
Chris Rock is back in clubs now doing material.
What?
When you say it that way.
He's working on a new special. He is working on a new special. Chris Rock.
Now I believe it.
Shut up, Aaron.
When you say it that way.
Obama. Obama. Boom.
So how are you enjoying doing a podcast so far? Do you find it kind of therapeutic like we do?
I'm conscious that I use a Chris Rock Obama thing. So people go, oh, you're Mr. Racial Reference. Why don't you compare him to Bill Cosby, if that's what you're going to do? I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sabotage. Someone told me today if I did something wrong on a podcast and like a Michael Richards thing or maybe just started screaming,
Right.
that things could pick up for me.
Well, I have some bad news for you. It won't be
Get
from
some
this
press.
show.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't even, as I've said about Jimmy Fallon, I can't even get my viruses to go viral. This guy does a potato sack race with Cameron Diaz, and the entire nation of China downloads it. Now, you see, I'm on automatic pilot because I've done that joke before, so I was not even here for that joke.
It's still funny.
How did it go?
It was a hit.
Yeah,
It was it.
pretty well.
The crowd enjoyed it very much.
Can I ask you
1
guys a
billion
question?
people,
Why, when
that's
they
funny.
say Y2K, why not 2K? That's what I want to know. from you guys.
That's the kind of fresh material we've come to expect from Andy Kindler.
Those are my favorite.
What's going to happen when it goes to midnight on 2000? Is my house going to turn into a foot?
Well,
See?
well,
Look
if
at
I'm
the
in
same
an
reaction
airplane?
now that it got in 1999.
wait, what's that? I missed that part.
I just did some of my material, but didn't get a good reaction because it's not 1999.
Well, speaking of the '90s, maybe you could rehash one of your roles as Hesh Finkelman from the Ellen Show.
I'm not. I have no problem. I have no problem delving back into my show business past, and if I was a good storyteller or I could relate things that happened, oh, that would be great.
I honestly, I just enjoy
Especially for a podcast.
the character name. Hesh Finkelman is the greatest character name I think I've ever read.
Oh yeah, I would love it. I would like to play stereotypical Jews every single. They had one from Sweet. I think I went out for a part in Sweet Home Alabama, which was like the Jewish friend. Oh, I think I'm blocking it out. What it was. But I think it was Jewish oriented.
Okay.
This is where I'm retiring now. I'm just going to reference previous things that have happened.
Tell us all about yesterday.
The glory days.
Let me tell you who my hero is, and I hope you guys agree with me. I love this Steve Mnuchin. I mean, I don't like people in government normally.
Me
But
either.
Steve Mnuchin, when he went in and they asked for his hair color, he said, "Can you give me the black hole when you color my hair?" Have you seen? I mean, I'm going to turn to an old style comic, but I've never seen worse hair dye than on the politicians.
Yeah, it's pretty offensive. It's awful.
Yeah, and I use a kit.
Trump.
You use a kit.
Right. You
I
spend
think
the
funny,
big money.
That's a
the
funny all-purpose
$25.
joke. What's that? What's that?
Nothing.
You're willing to spend the $25 on it.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all. You know, I think I think this conversation is at cross purposes.
Oh, God. I think it's going swimmingly so far, don't you?
I want to talk a
I
little bit
like
more.
it because everyone sounds good.
I want to talk a little bit more about politics because you spend a fair amount of time on the Twitter with the politics.
Yeah, you know, and you guys were right. You know, Trump's pretty good. You told me after the election.
Right.
You know, give him a shot.
Nothing to worry about.
And I think, you know, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought. The guy's got some solid. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to our country.
Yeah.
If we
Yes.
survive it.
Yes.
What day is today? June.
29th.
If we see August as a nation,
God.
That's a win.
I expect it to get worse
30 days from
exponentially
now.
every day.
How are you? How are you holding up? I mean, it's just all kind of surreal, isn't it? Or do you get very, very depressed, or do you try not to think about it too much? Or
You mean how does Crooked Andy deal with it?
Yeah. That's
right.
How does Lying Andy handle it?
Lying Andy.
How does Short Andy? Well, I just called myself that.
Well, you tweet
That's
about
fine.
it a lot, though.
5'6".
How do you deal with those people, those horrible, horrible people
Oh,
on Twitter?
I tend to. I mean, I almost said, look. Now, look it. I have made every mistake online. You know, arguing. I think I was arguing now. I got blocked by WikiLeaks, and I do think I was arguing now with people who were Russians.
Really?
Afterwards.
Oh,
Really?
Fake
Yeah.
news.
They were
news.
called Curious Cat, and I did notice this that when I was bantering with them, that every 8th or 9th tweet would have bad grammar in it, like someone was not. It was not their first language.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. That's.
And people say I wouldn't make a good snoop.
What about the ones from the Nigerian princes that wanted to offer you money
You know,
for your?
This is going to sound unbelievable.
Don't fall
I
for it.
actually did get 3 million skaduchas from a bank, but the only thing was it's only worth $3. No, the Nigerian princes. The thing I hated about that to me was symptomatic of the worst of America. back. People aren't even trying. Not even trying to clean it up. They're just like, much to say to you. Much to say to you, sir.
I got one today that was, would love to talk to you about my will. Best, Sue.
I will say one thing. When you get something that's a private message from a lady, those are usually legitimate.
Those are legit. Those are the ones you want to follow.
Yeah. Especially if anybody who's named like Boom Boom or...
No. Follow that through, definitely.
Where did I get Boom Boom from?
Boom, boom.
Charo? I wish Charo was still a reference.
She is.
She is?
Not for everyone, but...
She was just on Dancing with the Stars.
No, she was not.
She was not. Get out.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, she was.
What is
I'll
she?
look it up. Yeah, this year or last year. I'll look it up.
I was just going to ask if she
Continue
was still
on.
alive.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I can't imagine her doing her. I just had a sip of soda. Let's not kid ourselves. But I can't imagine her still being able to do those incredible Charo moves.
2017.
No shit.
Really, on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. I
got to tell you, people say
still looks really good.
These people say these shows aren't still, they get old, but I don't. The show literally got old. It got 1 week. We got old. We had Charo on. She's 107.
Right.
Charo.
And everyone went, who?
Remember her from Three's Company?
It's like when Simon Cowell's 90, how he's going to look in one of those T-shirts.
Oh, God. How he already looks in one of those T-shirts.
I got to tell you, man, the America's Got Talent is pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
They did. They had a guy like who's had. I mean, I don't even know. I don't usually ever use the word cancer in my act, although people have said I should.
Sure. I mean, nothing gets laughs like
this
cancer.
Woman was a great singer. Like she's like a 13-year-old girl, and her father really had colon cancer. I was blubbering like a seal over here. That emotional, but now I think you have to up the ante. Now in future years, you have to have. Both parents have to have cancer. You have to have had something happen to you while you were singing, something like that. Look, this is a bit that's not funny. It's not interesting. It's depressing.
I was going to be patient and see where the cancer train took us.
Wait, patient? Does everything have to be a pot boiler with me? Sometimes it's just an interesting sideline. No.
Just quick
you know
aside
what?
about
I'm trying
cancer.
to get ready for my speech in Montreal, and that wasn't even material that I had a joke to yet. So that was just a bad move.
Speaking of
the
things,
joke is if you want to write the joke for me, the joke is that they have to keep you call up to America's Got Talent and go, yeah, I sing, and my father, he recovered from cancer, and then they go, and what else?
And then what happened?
Yes, I found Gypsy gave me my money on a magic carpet ride, and I can fly. I was bitten by a radioactive spider. Are you telling me that using the bit by a radioactive spider is no longer a happening reference?
I believe that's true.
It's just Superman's a new movie again, right?
I thought I died for a second there. Did you guys hear that pause, or was that just on my end?
I think that was just you.
People say, what is the sound of one hand clapping? I say, go to one of my shows. See what happens at the end. That's as close to where you know.
I don't think I've ever told you before that Desolate Loge is one of my favorite jokes or favorite things you've ever said.
Oh my God! I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
Oh, you don't remember? We still joke to each other. We drop the Desolate Loge line on each other all the time.
Does this have to do with the Half a House tour?
Yes, the Half a House tour.
And how does the line go?
Oh God!
I don't remember how the line goes. We just always.
But it was how you said Desolate Loge.
Right.
Desolate Loge. Did I say it on a show?
It was on Letterman, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yes. I think it may have been I'm like Siskel and Ebert, the balcony's closed, something like that.
It might have been, but it was the Half a House tour where
Yes.
where you buy one seat and you get another one for a lady's coat or something
Right,
like that.
in the Desolate
In
Loge.
the Desolate Loge.
Yeah, you can put and put your entire Yes. Put your entire your canteen, your mess kit, and all of your camping supplies in the desolate lounge.
There you go.
This Trivago guy is not getting any more attractive to me.
No, he's creepy, isn't he?
I don't know. He's like, how can you make yourself look creepier in a t-shirt? Well, I guess t-shirts are creepy by definition.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm at the age where I can't go out of the house with a t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
ladies?
you, brother. I'm with you.
Who's with me, ladies?
Jeremy's wearing a t-shirt right now.
Who wants to see an aging Jew shuffling down the, I'm trying to think of a funny aisle, down the kitchen appliance aisle.
That is funny.
When I go out now, I wear a collared shirt. That's the secret to aging.
Are you tucking or untucked?
Oh, I am so excited that the untuckit.com. That guy said he says it wasn't easy to come up with the idea. What wasn't easy?
Are you talking about that Untucked Guide commercial?
Yeah. What is it that he thinks he invented?
I was laughing at that thing until I saw him, and I'm like, that really does look good. He got
what,
me.
Though?
Yeah.
You have to have his logo. I think it says his name or something, or his logo's on the shirt. Who needs it?
I'm strictly anti-logo.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's like, check out. I'm a short man. Check it out. And you can also focus on what it says on this logo here on my bloused. I just opened blousedshirt.org.
It says untuck it to remind me to untuck it.
Right.
That guy told me to do that.
He's overselling it. That's all I'm saying. He's like, hi, I'm the guy who's came up with the idea of pulling
your shirt out of your pants.
I'm not the guy who came up with that idea, but I'm the guy who said, "Hey, it doesn't look good. You should."
I'm going to make money on this somehow.
You should send it to a tailor.
Like hideyourgut.com might be a better.
Well, that's the thing too. It's not like it's like, oh boy, he will win the greatest name ever for product awards. Hey, shove the shirt in your trousers.
When do they hold that award ceremony again? I forget. I always miss that one.
Well, it's through Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. You know how long I've longed to say Rotten Tomatoes, just like that on a podcast.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, right?
Not to be mistaken with Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
Rotten Tomatoes.
A whole different thing.
Totally different website.
Yes, It's not McDonald's. I forget that bit. It's from an Eddie Murphy movie. Yes, that's so great. Oh no, that's from the stand-up. That's from Raw, maybe.
Hey, they can throw tomatoes at you from the desolate loge.
Desolate loge. Hey, how are you people enjoying my show? That in the desolate loge area.
Love it.
Excuse me. If you're from the mezzanine, say put your hand in the air
and wave them all around like you just don't care.
Yeah. How many mezzanine people do I have in the house?
There is one. You do have one in the mezzanine tonight.
What?
Man. What? Did you say what?
What? He said what?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He said what?
What? I love it. I like when those things never go away and they come back.
Right.
Wait, what? I hope wait, what never goes away.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What's that?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to bring back not every 5 months till I die.
How about where's the beef?
That one, I still think they took off too soon.
I know.
Me too. Well, she passed. It's far too soon.
It's got legs. Big beefy
I love
legs.
when you guys come up with podcast lingo like it's got legs.
Right? I just invented that, just like the Untucked guy.
What could you do? Do you know podcast lingo that you could teach me?
Is there podcast lingo?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to talk about my podcast. So I have a new podcast with my friend Josh Elvis Weinstein. And so, like, what do you say? Is it going to drop? Is it going to be a bullet? What's the lingo?
I suppose you could say it drops on whatever day of the week that you
sounds
drop
terrible.
it.
Sounds like a Jewish man.
That sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid.
Sounds like a
Jewish
needle
man
on a
stretching.
record. I don't think so.
How about streaming?
Yeah. Streaming, yeah. Well, does it stream or is it just available to download? The two are very different.
Easy. Hey, everybody. You know what? My catchphrase is everybody keep it in their pants.
And
I'm going more towards dick jokes as I get older.
Yeah, I'm with you there. We'll follow you down that road.
Whenever I hear the untuck it, I always think of a penis, not a shirt.
The way you just said it, I was thinking of Nantucket,
right.
one of those limericks.
And his dick is so long he could do something with it.
Yeah, from Peru. Why is
That's
it?
right.
Now, if you ever watch, my wife and I do watch 3 or 4 of the housewife shows. They will never pass up,
of course,
a sexual joke. They think it's the funniest thing they've ever heard.
Are you talking about the
Hey,
real
what are you going to use?
housewives?
The zucchini?
Wow, I got to watch that.
It is unbelievable.
I'm
These
missing
women
out.
are 70 and 80 years old, and it sounds like it's the first time they've ever heard the word sex.
Seriously, that show is still on? It's been like 40 years, hasn't it?
The Real Housewives?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you, Generation Z or something?
Wait, you're thinking of Desperate Housewives?
No,
Were
no,
you
I'm
born
thinking
in
of the Real
1990
Housewives.
or something crazy?
Yes, no, I wish, but
Yeah,
no.
oh yeah.
How do
Yeah,
you?
I bet you were 87, 87, 88, 89, right?
Okay.
No, not quite.
I don't know what's
Keep
happening
going.
in the world.
Add a few zeros.
No, I've
How-
never watched Real Housewives, and I didn't know that it was still on. It just seemed like it's been on a long time.
I don't want to say I'm getting old, but I doze off when I think of how old
It's
I'll
a big
what
hit.
year it'll be when I'm 90.
Between Real and Housewives.
The
Stacey
Housewives.
spends most of her time high ordering things on Amazon.
Oh God. That's not
Well, there's
true.
some shows I can't watch. I can't watch Below Deck. I can't watch.
What
I can't
about,
watch a Real Housewives Australia. I mean, I'm not an idiot.
There's a line. There
What
is
about
a
Bill
line.
Maher? How much time do you spend watching Bill Maher?
I have to say that I cannot watch him anymore.
Do you
I mean,
re-
I don't even want to watch him to hate watch him.
you really just despise him completely with your whole heart and soul at
I
this
just
point?
think, well, first of all, I feel like I have superpowers. So, like, when I started going after Jimmy Fallon, very soon after it, he mussed up Trump's hair, and now I'm seen as a visionary. Visionary. Hello? Anybody still there?
Yeah, yes, absolutely, 100%. Visionary.
Have you guys been to the? Ask me about the Jimmy. Hey, have you heard about this Jimmy Fallon ride at Universal Studios? You have to be this easily entertained to ride it. See, I'm doing that on a podcast. It's a joke that requires me to put my hand in a certain spot. Have you ever heard Carrot Top on the radio?
Not on purpose.
No.
Not on
Yes.
purpose.
Oh, it's great. I'm holding
I heard
up
him
a tennis
on,
racket. I'm holding up a tennis racket, and now I'm tying a toaster to it. And I'm saying, if you ever get hungry on the court, you make your own toast. I have a very, very large bowl and a mixer, and it's the world's largest bong. I don't know. I haven't prepared these jokes.
Well, that's what we're here for. Is a nice little rehearsal space, I guess. Speaking
Okay,
of,
when are we going to start the interview?
yeah, right.
Oh, my God. I would not. If you said to me right now that you hadn't pressed record, I would believe it. I would believe it.
Yeah, so would we.
Let me tell you something.
I thought we were
I haven't
just
been
chatting.
funny yet. I haven't been funny yet, so I didn't think we were taping. I thought we really were.
You are always
You
funny.
wanted me to
That's
be
not
boringly.
No, you're always
even.
That's
funny.
not true.
Are you like this all the time? Like, are you always on, or
I don't know if I'm on right now. My wife's. I know my wife's in the same room with me, and so she has to
I
be
don't hear
subjected
her
to
laughing
it.
out loud.
right? Does she get annoyed with you? Like, just Andy, just stop, enough, just
She
calm
does
down.
get annoyed with me, but it has nothing. It goes deeper than just the me on the podcast.
Oh, really?
She can't believe that you're taking me seriously. Oh no, she's got some. Oh, don't kid yourself. She hates my guts. What, honey? Now I'm gonna pretend that she's saying things. What'd you say? What does that gesture mean? Oh my God, I'm on tonight. You know what? No, I'm not on all the time. Obviously,
Like, if she's
in answer to your question.
if she's still in the room, though, I think that's a win. If it were me and I'm in the room hearing half a conversation and it was somebody that at some point annoyed me, I'm out. I'm gonna go find something else to do. So if she's still there, that's a win.
Well, it's a tribute to our Real Housewife-like palatial estate that we have. She's in the same room with me, but she's 750 yards down the hall. She takes a golf cart to go to the den. Are any of those words funny?
Well, last time you were on with us, I remember that she was telling you to keep it down from the other room.
Susan, they say last time I was on, you were telling me to keep it down for another room. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't remember that, but it might have been. I have a loud, very, very loud voice.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. She calls me Fang. I don't get it. Anybody will get that? Just one, right? Fang.
Yes. Right. Wait. How do I know that?
Phyllis Diller.
Yep.
It's a Phyllis Diller reference.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Her husband was called Fang. My husband's Fang.
That's right.
That's my Phyllis Diller impression. And how would you know if it was good or bad? Look, don't make me do Edward G. Robinson. My Edward G. Robinson at a very special buffet in heaven. That's how the old impressionists would do. I go to a very special buffet in heaven where Jimmy Durante is ordering food.
See? Yeah.
See?
We like the old-timey talking.
That is the most backhanded compliment I've received. We like old men.
No. That's not what I meant.
You know, I'm the one who nails down your older demographic.
No, listen, Mac, I got impressions, see?
See?
Everything ends with C, and it's hilarious.
Hey, Ma. Hey, C. Top of the mountain. Top of the world.
I can hear you.
Is that what Susan was saying?
Keep
I can hear you.
Oh, my God.
We have our own podcast that we do. I do my podcast with my friend Josh, and then we try to annoy her during it.
All right, once again, thank you, Andy Kindler, for joining us. Again, that's the fifth time he's been on the show, and just I get exhausted from laughing every time. He's so fun.
He's great.
And he has his own podcast now that we mentioned a few times in the interview. You can find it at thoughtspiral.libsyn.com or just Google Thought Spiral, and it'll take you right there. He also does a thing in L.A. once a month. I've got the information here. The Particular Show, a monthly stand-up showcase in L.A. So look that up and check him out for those of you in the L.A. area. Now, moving on, we always like to talk about this when it comes up. Summertime is a time when the fairs start happening and the weird foods and the things. And I'm trying to find my opener. Here we go.
Well, this is normal now.
So the big state fair at the Meadowlands. I think this is in Ohio, if I remember right. Anyways, they've always got weird food that they're frying and doing weird things with. And there's a long list of oxtail and rainbow corn.
This is Merca. We have to fry everything.
Gourmet fudge, egg and gluten-free treats, the barbecue. But now there's deep-fried bubble gum.
That's disgusting. Well, bubble gum is disgusting all by itself.
Yeah.
And then deep frying it, I don't understand. That. It makes no sense.
The stand is they're frying bubble gum and gummy bears and other experiments in deep frying, they say.
Just because it exists doesn't mean you should deep fry it, you fucking idiots.
And this always works well on an audio format. But take a look at the picture of the fried gum. It just looks like something that you don't want to shove in your mouth hole.
Right.
It looks disgusting.
It might come out the other end, for example.
I would imagine eventually.
It looks like a deep fried vagina. That's what it looks like.
After 7 years.
Oh my God.
Deep fried vagina. That's the name of my next punk band.
Right. Thank you.
What do they fry it between the buns, Aaron?
Yes. What is this place?
Between the buns. So I went. My son. I'll talk more about this, I think, on the next show. But my son is needing to apply to colleges in the fall, so we're on the New York State tour of colleges, and we went to this place in Potsdam, New York, and they had a place called Between the Buns, and who doesn't like a good burger? And that's what it is. It's a burger place, Between the Buns. That makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
That is a pretty brilliant name.
A lot of meat between the buns.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Stacey, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes. No.
And so, so we get there. I think it's a chain. I mean, it kind of looks like a chain, but then post-mortem, I looked this place up. I don't think it's a chain, but they had the T-shirts. They have the TVs up everywhere. They're serving all these kind of specialty burgers. And I look at our waitress's T-shirt. She kind of turns away as she's walking away from our table. And their slogan is, I ate between the buns on my first date.
Did you get a shirt?
I'm like,
did you get the shirt?
I should have got a shirt. You're right. Well, maybe I'll be back then. But I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. And at first I'm like, oh, yeah, you ate between the buns. Oh, my God. You're talking about eating ass.
That's filthy.
On your first
filthy
date. That's very filthy. Even on your 70th date, it's still kind of filthy. You're still licking someone's asshole. I mean, that's...
You should at least wait till the 70th date for that.
You're committed. Jesus says it's okay, but it's still,
Right. The Bible says it's A-okay.
Right. It wasn't a first date thing. It was more about eating between the buns. It's like, that is, a lot of people think that's bad, think it's wrong.
Not Jesus, though. Not Jesus.
Not you and not Jesus.
Wear a hair shirt or go to church afterwards, something, Most people aren't doing that on a regular basis.
If you will go back and buy that T-shirt and wear it to church, I will give you $1.
Yeah.
I should go back and get the T-shirt.
And a coupon for Between the Buns.
Yeah, and I'll buy you a burger at Between the Buns.
I got half off eating between the buns.
Where was this again? Where is this place?
I sure was pickled eating between the buns. Potsdam, New York.
Oh, okay.
You don't even know where that is.
Look for one at a neighborhood near you.
This is the first I've heard of it.
I looked. It's not a chain.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay.
Maybe someday.
Well, it should be.
Maybe someday. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how many.
I think that they should pair up with Dick's.
Right?
Dick's between the buns.
Stop and grab a bag of Dick's and eat between the buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should. Yes, Dick's and buns. That's the new movement. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, and maybe we could take an informal survey. But most people aren't really into eating between the buns, so that's why I thought it's an odd T-shirt theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Am I right?
I think you get a universal head nod.
Right.
From this crew.
Yes,
you have to just go around
We should have
explaining
asked
all the
Andy.
time.
Wait, from the Desolate Loge, we have a solid maybe. We have a solid maybe in the other room.
If only Andy was here to really respond.
Well, speaking of themed restaurants, there was an arrest recently in our area, Aaron, and I know you probably I know you keep up on the news from Seattle when you want to know what's going on in your hometown.
I try.
29-year-old man, this is early June, June 7th this happened. 29-year-old man reportedly took the theme at Auburn's Sweet Cheeks Espresso too far. He was charged with indecent exposure for pleasuring himself in full view of the barista, racking up his fourth indecent exposure case in less than 2 years. He'd just come out of jail weeks earlier, and then he went to Sweet Cheeks.
That's one every 6 months.
He went to Sweet Cheeks on Auburn Way North. Sweet Cheeks employs provocatively dressed baristas and offers beverages with cups size labeled A cup, B cup, C cup, D cup, and money shot.
Hilarious.
I don't get it.
Oh my God. And also they asked for cream or no cream. So, I mean, he was probably confused.
Right. Well, so the 26-year-old employee was reporting to work at about 5 a.m. when she noticed a man squatting near the coffee stand with his pants down.
Squatting.
She initially thought he was defecating, but soon saw him pull his pants completely down and masturbate while looking at her, partially concealing himself behind garbage cans. The barista
that is horrific.
The barista was afraid, armed herself
Everything
with a taser and mace just in case he approached.
Wow.
Police found the man matching her description, pulling his pants up and jumping over a chicken wire fence to try and conceal himself in some bushes. The officer detained him, and the guy apparently said that he was just trying to take a leak.
Yeah.
The guy with 4 prior indecent exposure convictions.
Right.
Wanking at the what's it called again?
Sweet Cheeks.
That Sweet
Barista.
Cheeks. Wanking it at Sweet Cheeks.
Oh, Sweet Cheeks.
Just taking a leak behind the dumpster. No big deal. No big deal.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
And she's armed with mace
And a taser.
A taser. I think I would go with.
This is normal now.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly. This is normal now. I think I would go with the taser first, then the mace,
Right.
just for fun.
Just for fun. Just for the comedy.
That's usually how your dates
Because
go
it could
anyway.
be justified.
Yeah.
The weird thing is unfortunately, that will never happen to me in my life.
Unfortunately?
Not even once.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean,
Do you long for finding some weirdo masturbating out in front of your workplace while looking
Well,
at you?
not really, but I'd like to think it was at least possible, and it's not possible.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be the weirdo. So you want to just tase someone?
No.
who's...
I'm saying I want to be the victim in this scenario.
Right. That's what I thought
want to
you
be
meant.
that attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. There's no chance.
Well, we'll get into that more on the next.
I have little sympathy for this woman.
We'll get into that more on the next show, but we are done for now. This is episode 627, and you'll hear more of our conversation with Andy Kindler on episode 628, which will come out next Monday. Thank you again to him for spending a load of time with us. It's always so much fun to hang out with him and talk with him. And
speaking of sexy baristas,
I don't even know what that means, but we're gonna go. We better go before something worse happens. Ratings and reviews on iTunes are always appreciated. Reach us on Facebook and Twitter. Our website is eargoggles.net. Thank you to the Washington Beer Commission, to Naked City Brewery, to the 5 Point Cafe, who's going to feed us later. Is that everybody? Mm-hmm. I think that's everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time at eargoggles.net. Bye-bye.